This here is Bowmore at 18 years old. It's a 43% alcohol, and this actually replaced 17 years old, which was the, if you like, the pinnacle of the Bowmore standard range. 18 years old was launched back in 2005 when we rebranded the whole range, and it's quite interesting because we entered this into many spirit competitions, and we were probably a little bit unsure how this would be received. It went into the San Francisco Wine and Spirit Competition, over 700 whiskies nosed by a blind panel of judges, and it didn't just win Best Scotch Whisky, it actually won Best in Show, which was a huge accolade for the blending team at Morrison Bowmore. Because that was a huge gamble to take away the 17 and replace it with the 18. To make the difference here, what we did with the 18 was we used more, or a higher percentage of sherry matured Bowmore and a slightly lower percentage of bourbon matured Bowmore than the 17. And it gives it a longer, darker, more complex flavour, I think, than the 17. You can see here from the colour in the bottle, it's got a real mahogany colour, especially when you pour that out in the glass. You hold that up to the light, you can see that dark flavour, that concentrated flavour, mostly down to the European oak casks that are used to mature this. The interesting thing about Bowmore when you get to 18 years old is that the smokiness has dropped away quite considerably, and the fruity flavours that have always been hidden underneath by the smoke begin to come out of their shell and become more obvious. When you pick this up, it's slightly floral on the nose. You still get some of the sweetness, but this time the smokiness is much more as an afterthought. Still get some of that salty brininess that you would expect from a whisky that comes from an Atlantic coast. When you taste this, it's fruity, it's floral, it's very soft and genteel, and then just at the back you begin to get that waft of oak smoke coming through and some peat reek. And then you just get that saltiness at the front of the tongue that just confirms that this is an Islay malt. I think this really is a whisky of distinction, and certainly this is a whisky for special events and, you know, birthday parties, things like this, or indeed just after a fine meal to sit down and enjoy it. I think whiskies, when they get to this age, if they have been matured well, then you can really enjoy them at natural strength, and this being at 43% is still very soft and easy on the palate. Certainly a dram to be savoured.